Good afternoon. My name is Josh Akins, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to make your very own Swiss seat. Now, a Swiss seat is essentially just an improvised harness. It can be used for rappelling on a mountain. It can be used for medical evacuation reasons. It can be used anytime you pretty much want to climb up a mountain, get down a mountain, go across a river without getting wet, whatever the case may be. It's pretty simple to make. All you really need is about a 12-foot piece of rope. It depends on, obviously, how big your waist is. If you're a bigger guy, you might need a little bit more than 12 feet. So without further ado, and for sake of time, we're going to go ahead and get started. So as I said, you just need about a 12-foot piece of rope, which I conveniently have laying on my couch. And you just need to find the middle point. So with that middle point found, you want to take that and place on your left side. Now I'm right-handed, so I'm putting it on my left side. If you're left-handed, you want to put this on your right side. It's based off of how you need to rappel down a mountain and use your strong hand to guide that wire. So you're going to start by taking that midpoint and just kind of wrapping the rope around your waist. Now when you get the rope in front of you, you just want to take it end over end twice. There's no really way to do it. Just make sure it goes end over end, and just make sure you do it twice. And that just makes sure it's locked down nice and tight across your waist. Now when you do this in real life, you want to make sure you have it nice and tight. It's for your safety and the safety of the person using this. For demonstration purposes, I'm not going to make it that tight, just because it gets kind of uncomfortable talking and walking around in it. So with these two pieces here, you're just going to let them hang down. You're going to kind of grab them and pull them up your back. So once you got them up your back, you're going to take the two pieces of rope, and on either side, you're going to create what's called a half hitch knot. So you're going to take the rope you have in your hand, go in between my belt and the rope, or your pants and the rope, come over, and then go back under the rope, pull it tight, and then stick the rope through the loop that you just made there. And this just locks in the seated portion of the harness. So now that's locked in, you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So again, take the rope in between my jeans and the other rope, up and over, go between the part of the rope that's hanging down and my jeans, take the rope, stick it through the loop, pull up and make sure everything gets nice and tight, and then that locks that into place. So now what you have is a harness that kind of goes around your side, it creates a seat in between your legs, and then it goes up front where you can make sure you have a place to put your carabiner. So with these extra two pieces of rope that are kind of hanging down, you're going to take them to the side that you originally started on. So for me, it was my left side. So I'm going to take these two pieces of rope, take them to my left side, and I'm just going to create a square knot. So I'm going to go over once, and then I'm going to take this side and pretty much go under this time, and that makes a nice looking square knot there. So with this, the only thing you really need to do is to lock this into place, and it locks the whole harness down. So again, when we go back to how we made those half hitch knots earlier, so you're just going to take the one piece of rope, you're going to go under both pieces of rope that are kind of on your side there, and your jeans, go up and over, and in this loop we made, take the rope, stick it through it, pull it nice and tight. So now that's completely locked in. It's not going to go anywhere. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. So we got a little bit extra length of rope on this side. That comes from when we first created that bite and put it on the left-hand side. When we strung it around our back side, that piece of rope's longer. Essentially it's got to travel a little bit longer, so it's how it's made to design. So again, just going to create a half hitch hook. So we're going to take this one piece of rope, go underneath both ropes and our jeans, take the one piece of rope, stick it through the loop there, and then pull it nice and tight. And that locks the whole harness into place. Again, this is a really good harness to use if you're out with your buddies or whatnot, and something comes up, you need to get up a mountain, again, down a mountain, wherever the case may be. Whenever we showed the Honduran Army this, they like using it for crossing rivers. Basically, they'd make the lowest man on the totem pole swim across the river, so he gets wet and nobody else does. And then while he's doing that, the rest of the platoon is making their Swiss seats. That way they can get across the river without getting wet. To each their own, it all works either way. Essentially, to finish this whole harness situation, the only thing you really need now is a carabiner. So you have two pieces of rope here in the front. You just take a carabiner and essentially attach it to these two pieces of rope. And now you're completely locked in. The carabiner holds everything into place. You have all your knots that hooks you into place. So you can use this again, a very safe, effective device for medical reasons, recreational purposes, whatever the case may be. If you ever find yourself in a dire situation and you have a 12-piece of rope, now you know how you can save yourself. Again, my name is Josh Akins, and you can now make your very own Swiss seat.